About to go kill a buck. I hope. It's gonna be a long ways getting in there. It's hard to access. Wind's done kicked up, that's gonna help some, but I scouted this morning. I checked the camera I've left in there a couple weeks and we got a real nice buck. Daylight, morning time, but the rut should be starting here pretty soon. There's lots of scrapes in there. I doctored them up with some Harmons, and I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna take a climber. I'm gonna try to get way up in the air where this wind won't make no difference. And just hunt with the rifle, see what we got. He's fine. He's a fine. He looks like a little. He's almost a 9, or he may be a 9, but he's a good solid deer for around here. But we're gonna head our way in there. It's gonna take probably about 30 or 40 minutes to get in there. It's not really cold either, so hopefully we don't blow nothing out and we can get in there quiet. I think some of the deer are up on this high, thick little bowl right up here. It's just a bunch of briars and sagebrush and stuff. I'm passing them up. What I'm doing is I'm down in this big creek ditch, and I'm gonna follow this creek all the way up and around, and I'm gonna hook all the way back in there to the other side. And there's a pretty decent amount of hooking and scrapes in here. This morning it looked like deer traveling out of that right there, and that's where they're bedded up, is in that little thick little cove. Well, finally in here. It took me about 45 minutes. I'm gonna get that trolling motor and put on that boat, and I'm gonna cut this trip to a quarter of what it was getting in here. Well guys, I'm back for the next day. I'm gonna go in there this afternoon. You can see it's just a raging torrent right there. For one thunderstorm, all that filled up. So I got my P-row down here, and we're gonna try not to sink it. But I'm gonna go up the river and then back down. That's what we're gonna try this afternoon. So it's gonna be a little adventure. I'm slightly nervous about it, but we'll just see. We'll just take our time. Just worried that water might be moving a little quick. We can probably navigate our way up through there. Okay. Well, we made it. It wasn't too bad. I gotta go up this peninsula about 80 to 100 yards, and we're to our tree. We ain't walked through none of the area we walked through yesterday. Alright, well, it's about 11 o'clock. I haven't seen anything else. Right, try to slip out of here. Might come back this afternoon. But 7 does, or 6 does, and I think one of them, I had to look closer, I think it was a spike or a buttonhead. But anyway, we'll try to get out of here as quick as we can, not making any racket. Alright, pretty stormy day, a lot of wind blowing. It's probably gonna rain some more. I'm gonna slide down here. I got a shoot house out in this big cut, but there's a branch that kind of wraps through the middle. I'm gonna get in that shoot house and just see what happens, where I can be out of the rain. I don't want to get my camera wet. Nothing about deer hunting is fair. I've hunted that spot in there on the creek. I've hunted it 6 sets with good wind, with good access, floating the river, floating back out the river. Seeing deer, does, small spikes, things like that. Excellent cold temperatures, I mean just frost everywhere, perfect. And the one day I decide I don't want to go through that struggle again, I'm just gonna go sit in a shoot house or sit in a ground blind. That son of a gun walks right up in front of my camera. He walks right in front of my camera. It just blows the mind. Just getting settled in back up in my little river bottom spot. Had some nice bucks on camera. Of course, when I was not in here hunting. But anyway, it's about 7:45, so we'll just settle in and see if anything moves this morning. If not, we'll probably be back in here this afternoon. Trying to calm down a little bit. I didn't get a whole lot of footage leading up to it, but it's about 9:46. I ain't seen nothing all morning. Heard some deer blowing north of me, and I just happened to look up, and right in this lane, it's a big dark deer coming down. He stopped on the other side of the slough. I was still raising my gun, getting everything ready, getting the camera cut on. He crossed over, and I think I got him. I think the shot looked okay, I think. But we about to find out. I'm about to get down.